And we're live. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Ian D, aka Melodic Smile Gaming. Hi, and I am here back again with some more Pokemon Violet. You know, we still got some things to do on this account, and then eventually we're gonna start getting into like the Terra raids and all that stuff on the profile that actually has internet access. But for here, at the very least, we can still get the legendaries out the way. And if there just so happens to be anything that I see on the outbreak list that we want to hunt, we might do that. But I'm definitely going to get this shared out, and then we're gonna have some fun, y'all. But I hope that you are absolutely enjoying your Wednesday. Oni, oh my gosh, hi. How are you, my love? How goes it? Also, I don't know why this looks like this. Okay, there we go. I was like, the quality looked really janky just for like 5 seconds. I'm doing alright. It was a very long, bit of an exhausting day, but I'm good. I am good. Geo, howdy, howdy, howdy. How's the Apex going? Alright, we're gonna get this shared out, and then we're gonna have some fun. Whenever this, I guess, motorcycle wants to leave in front of my house. Because, as I've told you guys before, when it gets warm, they come out, and it's always a time. Alright. Let's see. Well, that's a cute one. But yeah, how are you guys' days? What is happening right now? Okay. Well, I'm glad, and I'm going to push out in the universe that you will have time to get your stuff done. Gio, I don't think you're trash. I don't think you're trash. You know what's really funny, though? Oh, you cleaned the filter for the AC? I need to have you come do mine or just find me a new AC, because this one is trash. That's trash. It was funny, because last night, before I went to bed, I had actually ended up winning a match, and it was wild. I was like, oh, we're actually winning. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm also multitasking because, you know, life. See, I started trying to do a little bit of it yesterday, but I was like, I'm just gonna focus on trying to see if I can play the new character, because some people, you know. Oh no, I get that. So, how long are you actually going to be playing tonight? Because my plan in my head is that I'm going to be done with the hour. I'm going to go get dinner. Probably also get gas so I don't have to get up earlier tomorrow to do it. And then once I'm done eating, see if you're still playing, and I'll play for a little bit. Oh, they really did? I love that. What did you have to make for them? So we're gonna check, see what we have. We got a Frostlass, a Golduck, a question mark. Until you pass out? Okay. I might, you know, see if I could play a couple games with you. Flittle. Basculesian. Ghastly. That's not the one you need, right? Because we thought it was the yellow, but it's the pink. I'm gonna double check this again. Because if it's the one that you need, I'm gonna focus on that for the hour. But I'm pretty sure it's the pink one. Yeah, it's the pink one. Okay, I tried. You know, Oni, I keep on looking for it for you. I keep on looking for it for you. You know what? I'm also going to give you the Melodic Smile Gaming guarantee that one of my streams I will dedicate to just breeding the eggs for you to see if I can get you a fresh baby one. That'll be one of our stream goals. Zoe, hey, how are you, sweetie? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. See, I'm a little scared if Pokemon had challenges because, like, I feel like in the beginning it would be a little rough, but ultimately we would get to where we need to be. But, you know, at least to start, it's definitely going to be a little rough. Alright, so I'm going to check what this is really quickly. And then I'm going to go, because we have 2 more legendaries to get. So, we're gonna check that out. I don't even remember what I was doing over here. But we're gonna get out of this area. Is there anything that I can... I might as well just take the trip. And I can actually switch my screen for now. There we go. The screen was black? It looked normal for me, but I'm glad that it's back now. 10 by 10 foot banner for an expo. Ooh, sunflower field. You already had me right there. I love that. I really love that. Fracture. Ooh. Alright, so the question is, do we try to get us one of these little black babies? Or do we focus on the legendaries? Because this is a really good shiny. And doesn't this technically count as a pseudo legendary? So I feel like the title still fits. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna make the executive decision here. We're gonna focus on these guys for the next hour. But first I need to make sure that I'm all good. Focus on the shiny? Okay. Alright, so alright. We're gonna do this. I just want to make sure that I also remember exactly what it looks like. What is that noise? I'm not gonna make that any of my concern. Okay. Shiny fracture. Oh, that actually looks really nice. Oh, hello, friend. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. See, Oni, I'm glad that we're the perfect couple as usual. Alright, so I don't even remember what I had this write you out here for. I know we were doing something different, but alright, so we're going to, because I know that she has fairy moves, we're gonna get this going, y'all. Our hunt begins. Oh, fractures. Oh, fractures. Come one, come all. It's gonna be fun. It's really gonna be fun. We're gonna have a time. But it's you, so you know. I already come into it knowing that it's gonna be lit. What's up, y'all? I love how she really just skipped up up the little hill. Alright, so if we're thinking that we're gonna get the shiny before 9:15, put some stars in the chat. I feel like we can too. Now granted, I'm definitely always nervous about doing anything with anybody just in life in general, because I always want to make sure that the best foot is forward. Yeah, this is going to be the sounds of the summer once we actually get to summer. That's very true. That's very true. To be fair, though, I just feel like, for me, it'll mostly be you going, I have this brilliant idea, and I'm like, alright, let's do it. But either way, I love it. Alright, so once we get them down to the right number, I'm going to really focus on this bigger screen just to get a better look at them. Don't you come at me, she gonna come get you. She's like, I'm gonna wait till you finish yelling and then I'm gonna smack you. She has manners, y'all. She's a lady. Alright, starting to go down. Starting to go down. Making progress. Making progress, and we're making copies. It would be great if this one didn't take forever, because then we can get 2 birds, 1 stone. But I'm definitely not complaining. I have faith in us. I think the odds will be in our favor, especially because we haven't had to really pull for odds in a while. Because we've actually been focused on the story. You remember when that was what we were supposed to be doing from the beginning? Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you like our video. And if there's somebody you think that would be a perfect addition to our family, come tell them to join us. She really thought about that one for some reason. Why are you running past them? Thank you. What is she doing? Is she trying to get a good angle? Like, what? What was that just now? You know what's funny? That's really what it felt like, because we just kept going, oh, this is cute. Let me try for this. Because that's really my problem. If I'm looking at the list and I'm like, oh, there is an amazing shiny, that we can possibly get, and I have time, it's always a struggle. Now, Hawlucha, why you want to come mind our own business? Help! I'm being assaulted. Yep. Yeah. Get him. There we go. We got so many action skills. Also, that sounded like a heavy thump just now. I may or may not go check to see what that was. But I'm gonna try to get to this number first, just to at least be able to come back to the picnic. Why does she keep doing that? It's literally like she's intentionally torturing them or something. But, I mean, far be it from me to take away any of her her enjoyment here. I need us to reach this number a little faster. Alright, there we go. Oh, really? Yeah, cell service has been a little different lately. Okay. Now, hit the wrong button as usual. We're gonna start this picnic, and I will be right back. Bear with me. Yeah. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Crisis averted. Okay. Alright, what did I miss? Golduck didn't want to help you. Oh my gosh. I was going through that like last month, and then I just didn't have time to keep doing it, so I just ended up just letting it go. Okay, cool. Alright. I can breathe now. Oh. I did say I was going to make sure that I look. Granted, it shouldn't be too difficult to tell. Should have had them side by side. This is a better comparison. For my own sanity. Okay. Definitely the key is kind of looking at like the legs. Got it. Alright. Let us begin. Hey friends. I was like, where are the rest of y'all? Oh, this Hawlucha is probably about to just come and try to wreck me. But I say, not today, Cha-Cha. Not today. Alright, so none of these babies was the shiny. So we're going to keep on going. Box set for that show. Oh, really? How much is it? Was that the, not the French one. Because that's definitely the one in my brain. I keep thinking about that French boxing anime you were telling me about. But I don't think it's that. I love that underlying bass in their voice too, because even though they do that, there's always a level of underneath it. So I don't know if I technically have a favorite. I know that I really did enjoy the Christopher Reeves ones growing up. But then I also appreciated Henry Cavill. I'm pretty sure I didn't see the Brandon Routh one. But I definitely loved Henry Cavill's rendition, and Christopher Reeves was just that dude, you know? Oh! Wait, they did? Really? You can't find it anywhere? That's wild. It has to still be on some sort of like website or something. Like somewhere. Sorry, multitasking. What? Huh. It has to be somewhere. It really has to be somewhere. Yes. They came in like a boy band. That's what I'm talking about. They was hitting them notes. Listen, you know, that's why I always tell people if you asking me something, be very specific. Because you will. Oh, come on. Wait, what? Okay. So. I just got so mad. And it has nothing to do with this game. So. There is this person that is following me on Twitter. Because I feel like this is just a very good story time. And we literally just started talking yesterday, getting to know more about him and, you know, who he is. I say that loosely. But there's a subtle portion of me that believes that he is kind of a catfish until I have actual concrete evidence. But he just asked me a very dumb question, which made me not even want to continue conversation. But I like to give people a little more time, especially until I can actually do the complete proper digging of research and stuff. So if somebody asks you if you're single, and your answer is yes, I am single, the next thing that they shouldn't ask you is, okay, but do you have a boyfriend? Like, we just established that I'm solo dolo. And it wasn't like, you know, like you're making like a little pun of it, like, oh, like, how are you not snatched up? Like, somebody has to be your, you know, something like that. But should you be jealous? No. No, Oni, there is only there is only a small amount of people that in my fantasy multiverse you would even have to consider being jealous of. But no, not even then. No, like, because we already have a connection, you're still like, obviously you see, you can't see where my hand is right now, so that tells you like I could still be like stretching. My arm looks great here. Hello. Anyway, let me respond to that and see what else that we get from this. It's taking away from my shiny time here. I would love to see what he says next. But yeah, so talking to him, he's telling me that he's from Texas, but he's currently living in Germany. Now, the one thing I will say that before he messaged me, if he is a catfish, he certainly got right the timing. Because when we were talking, I was like, oh, he knows what time it is in Germany, so, you know, good job. Good on this man. So I'm like, okay, this part may actually be real. You very may well be in Germany. But see, I've just never been one of those people. Like, I know plenty of people in open relationships. And it's just not something that my energy prescribes to, but I support them. Shoot, I have somebody that I have actually been intimate with has been and is in an open relationship, you know. But for me, in terms of like what I want to commit to, that's just not me. But I definitely get that. But I would say, oh, you know, like, I'm single in the sense of I have an open relationship, but like, you know, I can do blah blah blah. But I was like, I just told you I was single. Oh no, that's what I did. I was like, okay, like, what time is it literally right now? And it actually did match up. So I was like, okay, so you may very well be in Germany. Alright, he just said something else. Let's see. What does that even mean, my guy? It would be funny if he ended up finding the stream, because I did post it on Twitter too. But we can elaborate on that discussion because I'm an adult. But he said, "You're mature enough to have a boyfriend. Can you tell me why you don't have one?" Yeah. Except for, like, where he's at, I think it was, like, 5-ish? I don't remember, though. But, like, when I checked it last night, I also should have known the fact that the moment that I said Germany, Gio was going to be like, hold up. Gio spent a significant amount of time in Germany and loves Germany. Alright, so... Alright. Okay, here we go. Continuing this. I love how he was just scooting around, and then the moment that I decided to look at him, he wants to start jumping. I get that. No, I get that. I definitely get that. But like when I just did my little Google search for it, oh my god, of course you guys are gonna bond about this now. I'm telling you, Gio loves Germany. Like, that needs to be like a show in itself. I can't. But like when I was talking to him and I was like, well, you know, what time is it where you're at? He told me, and then when I was like, blah, 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 you know, what time is it there now? It actually did match up. But y'all know me. I also, like, one of my actual exes, who lives in California somewhere, I was very worried that he was a catfish, so I made him write out my name and, like, very, like, specific things, and I was like, I need you to take this picture and send it to me, and if I'm still worried about it, I'm gonna need a video. And ultimately found out he actually was who he was. So I'm definitely that person. I'm like, bro, if you a catfish, like, I'm gonna find out. But also, if I have a sick episode of Catfish where I actually get to hang out with Dave and Cammy, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would not be opposed to that at all. But obviously, I'd rather that not be a thing. But no, I just want somebody to actually want me enough to actually make something work, you know? That's funny. That's really funny. Wait, what? I was like, something is moving, but it's not showing up. Anyway. But yeah, you know, I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot. And clearly I've talked to people essentially long distance my whole life. Granted, the two that were relationships I never got to actually physically meet. But, you know, I know for sure they are who they say they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love that one. I love that one. Seeing if you would have saw Deadpool first, it would have been totally different. I remember you telling me about that. And he is my competition. I should have been the first. Oh boy, this lock kicks is gonna really speed up and turbo boost me right now. Ah, there's another one. Okay. Back to the picnic. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner right now as well. Oni is like, what did I get myself into? Yeah. It's like, oh, it clearly has to be Pokemon related. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be. Oh, hey, Lucario and family. That's really funny. It's like, isn't it Articuno? No. So what is it? Look at it again. Like... So part of me, because it's close, granted I should still go and get that gas. It's tough. See, I used to want a tattoo when I was like really young. And then between knowing how obsessed people get with getting more, the cost of it and all of that, and like the upkeep to actually make it look good and all that jazz, I ultimately ended up deciding that I didn't want to be an Ed Hardy bag for the rest of my life. That's how I used to describe it to people, but I did say that if I ever was to get a tattoo that wasn't something that like my siblings were like, oh, like, you know, like let's get like, you know, something as like the siblings, which I kind of don't want them to do because I would feel obligated to say yes. But I told myself that I would get a Triskelion, because I was very, very much obsessed with Teen Wolf, the show. And there was a quote on there that was basically like, you know, 3 things are always constant: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And there's like 3 little spirals, and like it looked really cool. And watching that, I was like, oh, if I had to get a tattoo, I would totally get that one. But yeah, I don't really need it. Oni, you're putting images in my head now. If you would have gotten it, what did you think that it was going to be? Oh yeah, you ain't got nothing. Like you have no gut. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest at all. First thing I need to do, because I feel like it expired, I need to see if Wawa is still doing that gas promotion. Oh, okay. What is your Zodiac again? I forget. Okay, yeah, so the 15-cent promo is gone. So we're gonna check Gas Buddy right now. Cause y'all know me, we save money over here. Aw. Ah, stop it. Okay. Okay. So most of them are ranging in the 330s. I am so hungry, guys. Where? go past it? Ah, Cancer. Gotcha. I feel like it would have been cute, because knowing you and, like, your eye for, like, detail and design, it wouldn't have been something, you know, just, like, random. Like, it would have had actual intention to it. Alright, so I am clearly not close enough to that one, but I want to say I'm still going to go over there. So I think... Actually, no. Because by the time that... Alright, yeah, I got how I'm going to do this. The question is... You guys can help me with this. Am I going to get an extra cheesy pizza? Or am I going to do a regular with my pepperoni? Both of those I will dominate either way. But what are your thoughts? Let's sound off in the comments. While we are also sounding off in the comments, how would you guys feel about on Friday me doing my first Twitch stream? Let me know what you're thinking. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I get that. I get that. But, I mean, you know, that's not something that you can escape. But I also feel like, at the same time, that would be a very well-placed tattoo for your V-line. Like, if I had to say, like, it just schematically it seems very apropos for me. Alright, babies, we only got a little bit of time. So if you're gonna come out and make it shine, make it shine. It is funny though, because I feel like if they were gonna give that symbol to anybody, it would have definitely been a Scorpio, and because to imply the 69 and you know how kinky they get. Are you the same exact Flareon? Ah. How rude. I was just coming to check on you, but alright. Just making sure I didn't forget anybody. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Resetting. But yeah, I'm thinking, because I won't be able to do. Well, if I do tomorrow, it would strictly be from 7 to 8, but I haven't even made any flyers or anything, because you know I don't have all these little fancy tools everybody has to make like thumbnails. So me and my cute little Canva my free Canva account do what we can. But if I do it tomorrow, it would be from like 7 to 9. Not 7 to 9, 7 to 8, because then I have to go support my brother, because he's got another karaoke spot. And then I could still do like Fortnite on Friday. or do some more Pokemon. I would love to know anybody's thoughts on that. Also, a new season of Fall Guys started. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching that, but I'm down to fail at that on the stream. It's fun and it's cute, and you know, it passes time. Y'all better be synchronized. That's what I'm talking about. Jack, you gotta stay on topic here, but we're talking about pizza and we're talking about games. Alright, it's 902. 1-0, haha. I'm really trying to remember what I got last time. Granted, it would be, you know, in the Domino's app for me already. I just recently had pepperoni, but I'm also at the point, because I feel like I deserve it, ready to get extra cheese and pepperoni. Don't you be cursing at me like that. Don't be rude. All right. The crazy thing is, I don't even feel like getting out of the car. But like, I just really want like ooey gooey cheesy goodness right now. Gardevoir thought that was a good thing, so Abigail might be. She might be doubling down on this pizza for me. Where are you running to? There wasn't even none of your friends over here. But yeah, I was up playing Overwatch yesterday. I played that new I forget what it's called, like Star Watcher or something. Didn't even realize that was a Chansey. It was cute. That game mode is cute. And after doing like 2 or 3 games, finally winning one, because sometimes my teams was just not teaming, which happens a lot. Which is why I was actually really surprised I won my my Fortnite match earlier, because there was this one character who literally would not stop going by himself. I threw him some potions, he didn't take them, and then he kept getting knocked down. Thankfully, I was able to revive him instead of having to get his card and bring him back the reboot way. But like, we had to keep stopping and picking him up. Oh, you know it's fine. You know I completely understand. All right, we got another message here. Oh, this is a dissertation, y'all. All right, so to catch y'all up on what I didn't say, when he asked me why don't I, have a boyfriend, I was like, well, I haven't found the one who mutually wants me to make that a reality. So he went, okay, I understand that. So I said, what about you? And now we're going to read this together. Well, I'm single because I broke up with my boyfriend last year after I found out he was cheating on me and already dating another man. I had to move on with my life because I feel he doesn't love me, and I couldn't trust any man ever since that happened to me. Because I gave him all my heart and I trusted him so much. Though I'm not saying every man would be like him, but I'm just really taking my time to find the right man for myself so I don't get in such mess again. You seem cool and honest, which makes me feel I could get to know you better and be a friend. I don't mind meeting up with you when I'm back in state. That's if you're cool with it. Okay. I completely respect that. And I absolutely understand that. All right, so what I said, because I'm giving you both of the sides here. I said, well, first I want to say I'm very sorry. I know firsthand how being cheated on feels and being unsure of people and their intentions. I'm totally cool with getting to know you here and ultimately in person when the time arises. So there's that. Yeah, trust issues for sure. Um, oh, Oni. No, I completely understand that because I have had many a people, only want me for different reasons, whether it's like money that I have at the time or like using me as an object. That was the situation that caused some trauma for me personally years ago. But at the end of the day, my hope and my intention is to find that person that I love, that loves me back, and that, we write a beautiful story and share many songs together. But obviously, I have to protect myself and make sure that ultimately, no matter what, I'm good. But that's why I have you guys, and I love you guys for being here, and sharing in all of these crazy stories with me, because clearly it's always something. Oh, the little Teddy Ursa's without his family. I'm just I'm just debating whether or not it's too early to make a catfish joke. right. Ah, they're trying to jump me. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Or girl, because I'm playing as Isabella. Oh, I'm drying out in this room. You just won? Hey! I love that. I love that. No, Oni, I definitely get that. Because my second relationship was like that. We were together for 3 months, and getting to actually be together was such a struggle. Um, because it was somebody that also shared history with my brother. And once we finally got to the spot where like, okay, we're a thing. At the time, he wasn't really out to people other than like close friends and like not even family. So everything was always kind of like secret. But even with that, especially me being younger at the time, I was like, I'm okay with dealing with this for now, especially because I do care about you, and I want to make something of this. We were literally together for 3 months, and that entirety of 3 months never spent any time together. And it's not like I wasn't, pushing for it and trying to make fetch happen. Because I was the one that was like, oh, hey, like I'm free on this day. We can do this. We can do that. Trying to always set something up. And there was always some sort of excuse, and there was always some sort of reason why we couldn't. And ultimately, we did have a conversation where we made plans. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, we'll spend time at your house. We'll hang out. We'll like watch movies. We'll chill. All of that. So, and yes, like Geo won, and then watch when I start playing with him. It's gonna be like, oh, Ian ruined everything. But we still got some time for that because your boy still has to like get himself together. But back to the story. So I drove over to him because he lives about, well, at the time he lived about 45 minutes like without tolls near me. And I drove up, and the street parking was horrendous in this area. So I finally get a spot. I shoot out a text, hey, I just parked, so I'm about to walk up to the house. And I get a response back that's like, oh, well, I'm not home. So it's like, well, what do you mean you're not home? Where did you go? Like, did you go to the store? Did you, like, what's happening here? And I got told that he was at a club hanging out with his friends. So I'm like, well, did you forget that we made plans? Like, we were literally spending quality time with each other. And he was like, well, I don't think he actually gave me a reason. He was just like, yeah, well, I'm not home, so, my bad. And I was like, well, all right, well, let's think about this. If I clearly came out here to see you, in some sort of capacity, I want to see you. So I told him, and now mind you, I've never been a club person. The people that I was with last week will tell you that I literally walked into a club to celebrate a friend's birthday last week. I was in there for 2 minutes, and then I went home. It was not a good time. So even with that, I was like, you know what? I came out here to see my boyfriend. I'm going to spend time with my boyfriend. So tell me where you're at. I'll just come there. Would not send me the address. So ultimately, I ended up going home, very sad and upset. And I do believe I got an apology. But I was like, there's actions that have to come with this. You've apologized, but I haven't seen you. So I made another opportunity, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to karaoke. You can come hang out with me and my friends. Just spend time with me. It'll be away from people that you know. It'll be people that you have never met a day in your life. It's my community. It'll be safe. Everything is fine. Agreed to come, and then never showed up. So as the time went by and karaoke was drawing towards a close, me being in my feelings, I ended up singing Usher's "Let It Burn" or "Burn," and I put on a whole performance. And after that, I went home and I sent a breakup text because I was like, I'm not going to be able to actually see you, so this is the only way that I can break up with you. And it got spun on me that, I wasn't giving time and I wasn't, I wasn't doing this, I wasn't doing that. I was like, dude, I'm the only one that's trying. Like, you can't tell the person that is literally putting in the effort and making things try to happen that they're not trying. Like, that just, it logically doesn't make sense. But yeah, I know firsthand toxicity, and it's not fun. It's definitely not fun. And there are just going to be some people sometimes that will be there to teach you lessons that will take you to your actual relationship destination that will be healthy because now you have those tools to use. It's just frustrating for me, somebody who hasn't had the actual opportunity to be in a legitimate relationship where we're actually together, we spend time with each other, it's more than a 3-month thing. Like, it's frustrating. But at the same time, it's not something that I'm going to give up on because I am very stubborn. Yeah, because it's tough. Because a lot of people, they mask it as just being like, "Oh, these are my feelings. You need to validate my feelings." But it's like your feelings instantly were coming from a place of manipulation, and it's just purely to not acknowledge your own fault in a situation. Because if I'm wrong about something, I'm gonna own up to that, you know. And the one thing, even though I will still stand by it, that I could say if I had to apologize for something, is, trying to make somebody do something that they're not ready for. However, you didn't have to agree to be in a relationship with me. You could have said, I'm not ready for this, or I need time. Like, there could have been a discussion, and we could have, worked on that together. But, everybody is not always going to be on the same page. Yeah. Yeah. Values are definitely important, and especially for me because I was raised to have certain values, and there are just values that I picked up through, media and just whatever I was absorbing at the time. I had already come in with a bunch of values that made me go, you know what? I'm a very loving person. I'm a caring person. I will go hard for the people that I love and that I want to see thrive. Um, but even with that, I can still give you a level of compromise and grace just if I can see that you're not in the same space that I'm in, you know? Now, if I give you that grace and you still refuse to actually do something with it, I'm outie 5,000. That's it. But I'm the type of person, unless something really, 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 really bad has happened, I will always leave space for people in my life. And me and him are actually I guess you could say friends now. Like, we don't see each other, and I mean, we saw each other years ago, but I still like message him, and we still talk on like Instagram whenever he like makes silly posts, or if I say something that he thinks is funny. We'll communicate for a second. And I'm glad that we got to that place, because there was a time when he would just flat out like block everybody and everything. And there's growth that has happened on both sides. It's funny. This feels like it turned into one of my TikTok videos. Speaking of that, I did post a video yesterday. If you haven't seen it, you can go follow me at Choose Happy on TikTok. Choose Happy, CHOOSE314. Oh no. There are some people. There are some people you can't. There's just no going back. But there can always be like a level of forgiveness, acknowledgement and forgiveness. Oh, it's the fact that they really just be dropping out of nowhere. So you had some spicy time. That's what that was. Spicy time. Alright, so because I did keep stopping, I'm gonna give this till 9:30, so I'll give it an extra 15. And then I'm gonna make my escape. I mean, that's nothing to feel bad about, Everybody has that one person that, made them feel at a time safe enough to open up. Now, they may have turned out to be not a good person, but that doesn't change the fact that you felt safe enough at that time. All these lichen rocks, and none of them are shiny. Alright. Oh, cool. Alright, so I did get another message, but I'm not going to take up more of our time right now. Because there is still a possibility that we could walk away with a shiny. But at the same time, I'm hungry. And then I'm nervous yet excited that tomorrow I'm working on a show as part of the crew during the day tomorrow. I gotcha. But, at the end of the day, it was something that you have learned from that helps you in your life as it is now, It's never a waste of time if at the end of the day you learn something from it. Now, that may be annoying to hear, but there are a lot of other things that could have happened. Like, you could have died, you could have had your entire life uprooted and altered because of being with this person. But at the end of the day, you got to walk away and go, you know what, that wasn't it. But then you ended up finding what is it, I've always found that having that kind of mentality for myself keeps me emotionally stable to deal with those things when they don't work. I gotcha. But on the bright side, it did get you to therapy, so now you know that you have that tool. Oh, you have that tool to be able to use. Oh, I'm sorry about your dog. I just remembered I'm gonna have to go get more eye drops too, because that's the one thing about playing Apex, because I get very hyper focused on it and wanting to make sure that I see everything. My eyes dry out so bad, and it was like I woke up and today it was still bad. But I put in some eye drops maybe like 3 hours before we started here. It was pretty stable. Well, it's good that you joined a support group. I mean, truthfully, there was no walking back into that situation for you to begin with, but there's only so many times I can say the same thing. But I am glad that you have therapy to be able to work through that. But yeah, I'm happy to be doing this show. I just don't want to get up early because the place is an hour away from me, and we have certain call times that the crew has to be there. Granted, I'm not like one of the people that is moving a lot of things. It's mostly just me making sure people's like props and like costume changes are set and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's an hour away, and the show is at 1, but we have to be there at 11:30 for crew, which means that I gotta leave at like 10:15 just to make sure that with traffic I'm good. It's a lot, but it's worth it. And it's very full circle for me because it's a show that I auditioned for that I wasn't chosen for. But still being able to get paid to be a part of it in some sort of capacity was very fulfilling. I don't even think that was one of the ones that roared. He just wanted to move. Alright, so it's 9:30. I'll do 2 more resets because y'all know I like even numbers, even though I haven't been counting this whole time. But I just know that the last 2 will be 2. And then I'm gonna order my pizza. And then I'm gonna go get my gas. And by the time that I get to the gas and on the way back, the pizza should be ready to pick up. Because smart like that. Smart like that. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate y'all chilling, vibing, talking. Um, if you did not already follow me on Twitch, my Twitch name is Melodic Smile. Oops, not this error happening. Every now and then my chat on my phone will just like be like, hey, you gotta retry this, it didn't work. It's like it's been working this whole time, sis. I don't know if I still have it copied and pasted on here. I do not. But yeah, it's a Melodic Smile on Twitch. I may go live tomorrow for an hour. It just depends on how the rest of the day pans out. They are always falling. I feel like that Haluch is chasing me, but I can't see him. But yeah, so I'm thinking Apex tomorrow on Twitch. And then on Friday, Fortnite Friday has a nice ring to it. I'm thinking that's the wave. At least for this Friday. I can already tell you that next Friday, though, I definitely will not be live because my aunt is releasing her first ever book, and she is having her book launch on Friday, and I'm super excited about that, and best believe I will be plugging that book when it is available. But I can tell you a little bit about it now. The title is called Blended Family, and it's a book that deals with blended families in all capacities. Like you have your families that are your birth family, which is, you know, usually like your parents and your siblings. But then that subcategory is it's your relationship with your parents. Then you have a separate relationship with your siblings. And then they have kids, you end up finding, you know, your own love. And, sorry, really doubling down on these looks here. Then you have a family of your own. So now you have essentially 3 different familial relationships. And then you have your chosen family, which you end up just randomly acquiring through work or through life in some sort of capacity. Alright, so we didn't get this, so I'm going to save this, and I'll finish this plug for the book. But yeah, my aunt, it's not necessarily like an autobiography, but it gives examples about different blended family situations, but she does have a perfect example of it. Because she has her birth family, she has her family with my cousin, who was from a different dad than who her husband is, and her husband has 2 children, so they're a whole little blended family on top of having all these other different situations. And then, you know, me being adopted into the family also is an example of blended family. So I'm super excited for this book, and I hope that you guys will buy it, just like I hope that you bought The Quiet Shift, because that was my mommy's book. But we'll be plugging all of that in due time. Right now I am starving, so I'm gonna go. Oni, if I see you, I will be glad. If I don't see you, I know you're doing way better things. So I'm gonna go, y'all. So don't forget that I love you. Mahal kita. Yeah. I know you've told me about some of them. But now you have me. So you especially don't forget that I love you. Mahal kita. I'll see you soon. The kids. And do me a favor. Keep on smiling, lovies. Enjoy the rest of your night. I hope to see you at some point before the weekend, and we'll talk soon. But until then, bye.